Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet podcast. My name is Claudia. This is Teddy, and we are coming to you from sunny Germany. Today I have for you 3 works in progress. 2 of those are crochet and 1 is scrapbooking. Something new. And also I've got a couple of new patterns. And I would like to show them to you. So let's start off with my whips. I am currently still working on reducing my Stylecraft Special DK yarn stash. And I'm using it for crocheting my Fruit Garden Cal blanket. It is not quite finished yet. I've got about 4 more rows to complete this blanket, plus all the yarny ends to weave in. But I'm very, very happy with this blanket. It is, as always, beautifully designed. This has given me quite a headache, but this pattern is by Jenny Crow, the Fruit Garden Cal. It's for free. And I especially like this square. Now that I'm adding this border here, it doesn't really need blocking because it all comes together nicely. Ooh. I will show it to you next time. Finished? Fingers crossed. Yes, I'm very happy. I'm using a 4mm hook, the Stylecraft Special DK yarn, and only that in different colors. If you're using the same brand, the same weight of yarn and the same content of yarn, this is 100% acrylic, then you are getting a homogeneous, a smooth, neat looking result. If you've got different kinds of yarn, then you might get a wonky blanket instead. Teddy, wo guckst du denn hin? Was ist denn da? Ja. Ah. Ja. Ja. Teddy likes this too. Yeah, so I'm still working on it. 4 more rows to go, and then I will call it finished. I will call it finished even though I won't have woven in all the ends on the back side, but that's my way of cheating. Next whip. I am working on a V-stitch blanket. I'm using the yarn from my yarn advent calendar. This was also a DK weight yarn advent calendar by Kraken Yarns, and the theme was Claude Monet, the French painter. I had 5 100-gram skeins of this, plus 20 grams mini DK weight. So these were 3 of the minis, and this is the leftover of one of the bigger ones. I've still got plenty to add to this blanket, and I started with a long tail crochet cast on method, which is copyrighted, so I can't explain it to you completely, but there's a video on YouTube and I've linked to it numerous times. If you do want to know how I get this quickly and easily without having to do a row of, what's it called? Chains. A row of chains and then backwards a row of stitches. You just need a long tail string of yarn, just like in knitting, or very similar to knitting. And then you work your beginning chain or your beginning row. And yeah, it's very easy, it's very squishy, and it's very elastic. And it's the quickest way to start a big project, a project with many stitches. Yeah, and then I made, I think I told you before, I'm making 2 double crochets on the beginning of a row and on the end of a row. And then I make a V-stitch with a double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, and then I am working into these previous, or maybe it's the wrong way around. If you're looking at this now, you see it's these. So there you go. Can you see it? I'm working the double crochet, chain 1 double crochet into the previous chain space, chain 1 space. Yeah, so it's growing. It's going to be a nice size lapgan, something I can just throw around my shoulders when I'm watching TV in winter. Obviously, this will probably be finished in summer. So, yeah, but this is a nice and easy way to get your stash busting on the way. You could also do a mild version of it, just holding lighter weights of yarn, like 2 or 3 strings together at the same time, strands of yarn. Or you can take a bigger hook, like a 6mm hook size, and use 2 strands of DK weight yarn, something like that. Or maybe you would need a 7mm to 9mm hook. You just try it, and if you like the texture, then this is the way to go. It already gives me quite a nice edge that I end and begin each row with 2 double crochets, but it also gives me the opportunity to work into the side of the first double crochet, and I can easily make a granny stitch border, or maybe a scalloped border, or just a moss stitch border, probably the latter, because that also looks quite neat and modern. So that's my second whip. I've got something to show you which isn't crochet. It is in fact scrapbooking. I've started to make a scrapbook, a scrappy journal, using my Christmas cards. Not all of them. I'm keeping them all, but I've picked up the funniest ones, the nicest ones, the ones with which I have memories attached. And I've used a soap box. This was a box with 6 soaps inside, but I took the inside out and I took the box out and I just kept the binding, so to say. So this is the front, and I would like to show you what it looks like if you are into scrapbooking. I'm just at the beginning and I'm looking for inspiration. So if you are scrapbooking as well and you've got your favorite channels, then please mention them down below, then I can go and have a look at them. Bye bye. Teddy, are you not interested in them? How rude. Okay, let's go. This is the first page. This is a Christmas card written by my mother. I'm not going to show you everything what's written in here, but this is one from 2023. This is a Christmas card which I've got from my father-in-law and his life partner. They are living in Cambridge and they've got the nicest cards. And maybe I should explain to you how I've made the pages. But let's leaf through it and then I will tell you what I did. So the next one here is one from Trina. Hi Trina. I've received this in, it doesn't say, but Trina, I didn't write any Christmas cards sadly this year, or last Christmas, but this inspired me to pick the habit up again. And this card here is from my aunt and uncle. It has a pop-up feature. I really like pop-up cards. And then that's the next one. This is this year's card from my mother. Liza, bitte! So this is this year's Christmas card from my mother. I've still got plenty of room. Here I can actually show you how I connected the pages. I had A4 paper in this quality. I folded it in half and then I glued this kind of paper on here to connect the two. And these are Morris themed paper, which I got at the art supply. And card by my sister and more room. This is not a finished project. I will use this to add old photos. I've got a photo printer and then I will glue some old photos in here from the Christmases of the past. This is a nice watercolor painting which my godchild did of Teddy. Another card. This is an advent calendar. You can open the doors. More room for more photos. This is by, let me just see, I think it's Carol. Yes, this is from you, Carol. This is from some friends who lived in Austin, Texas for a while. And more room space. This is a felted Christmas tree and another advent calendar card with doors to be opened. This is another card from my father-in-law. And you can use all kinds of scrappy things or memories, cards with memories attached. And I think it's nice if you actually have a theme for each of your journals. And this is Christmas themed, as I said, so it's a nice way to keep your memories. Of course, my album wouldn't be complete if I wouldn't show you Roxanne's Christmas cards. They are so funny. This is 1 year. 2 more years. And Roxanne, your card is on its way. I've posted it a couple of days ago, so I hope it will reach you quickly in Canada. This is from Ellie, Starry Eyes Ellie. It's quite a while ago, December 2019, but I've kept it. It was and still is very important to me. Then there's another one from Trina. Thank you, Trina. You've got the best choice in cards. It was 2023. And then I've got another pop-up card. my goal is to actually make pop-up cards myself. And then the last bit, I've added the pocket. I've folded it in half and I glued it together, and then I glued it onto this page. This is another William Morris themed paper to keep these sides together. I needed to reinforce this with some double-sided sticky tape. And this is a Christmas card from my parents, which is quite old. This is from 2019. My father was still alive, so yeah, this album is full of memories. And as I said, it's not quite finished yet. It has all the lovely things which we love inside here. And this is from Flow magazine. I cut it out and I will add some more collages, and I really love this idea. I have to come up with a better way of joining the pages though. But this, for a beginner project, I think it'll do pig. Yeah, so that's my Christmas project. Christmas scrapbooking project. Now let me show you some plans, some patterns which I've purchased. First of all, I will probably begin this weekend with a new mystery crochet along, which will run throughout the year by Expression Fiber Arts. And this is a free pattern. I just have to show you here. This is the name of it. I can't pronounce it. But there's a crochet along group on Ravelry for it, and you can win prizes. So this is new for me, for my project. Then I went through all the oldest things in my queue, things which I always wanted to make. So this is a crochet mandala pot coaster tutorial by Etty's. And it's a free pattern, and I think it looks like a dahlia flower, and I want to make a blanket with this, starting like this here, and then I will keep it round, and then I want to add little flowers on the border to make it like these bouquet flower type blankets. You can pick up in the middle and then hold it like a bouquet over your arm, and you see it looks like a flower, bunch of flowers. And this one I showed you last time already, the Eyelet Extravaganza. I believe I paid for this one. It's by Justine Worley, who is alicecrochet.etsy.com. And then I've still got print out of a dragon belly shawl. I've made this twice already. It's a asymmetrical shaped shawl. The Expression Fiber Arts crochet along, mystery crochet along, is also for a shawl, I should have said. And then the hobby website has quite a lot of free patterns from the designer Pika Pau. So this is on the plan. I don't often do amigurumi because it wrecks my hand, but I want to make a little teddy using this yarn, using this pattern. This is Lenny Cat. And then we've got Luna Cockatoo, which is really adorable. I want to make her and add a music box inside. And then we've got Grayson Robin. Isn't he adorable? So he's first in my queue. And then there's Bianca Hare. And yeah, these are all free patterns on the hobby website. Yeah, so that's it. I am hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I will do that, and I will see you next time. Keep well, keep safe, keep crafting. Bye bye.